Welcome, children of light. You've tuned into the Phoenician Star. We're going to begin by taking a few deep breaths in support of our life force energy. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's go. Today's topic is, what does your body want to say to you? I'm going to go ahead and pull cards. Now you have the four of staffs and the king. I'm sorry, not the king, the queen of swords, but it's a masculine feeling queen of swords. So give me just a second. I think I'm tapping into somebody who, you could be one of two things. It could have taken you a long time, or you have been through a lot to get to where you are right now, physically. I feel like whatever is going on with your body, it didn't happen overnight. It took years to get to this level. It took something major happening to get to this level. This is a prolonged something. um, I feel like I'm tapping into someone who is either, you have to be careful when you're talking about age, but I'm kind of tapping into somebody who may be a little up in age, like not in their most vibrant years in terms of like age, or either in spirit. It's an older energy that I'm tapping into. And you've had to fight a lot of discrimination. You've had to fight a lot of, in the health field, you've had to fight a lot of discrimination, people not listening to your needs, people kind of brushing off what it is that you have going on. Your spiritual team almost, no, I'm sorry, not your spiritual team, your physical body somewhat wants to applaud you for not balling up in a corner somewhere. You may be experiencing a lot of pain. You may have a disability or a handicap of some sort, but there's something that has given you a lot of trouble, that you kind of just want to ball up sometimes and kind of want to give up because you don't want to move. Something is kind of painful to you, and your body wants to applaud you for not giving up. The physical battles that you fought, you kind of had to fight them on your own. Either you didn't tell anybody what was going on with you, or you didn't have a supportive team around you. They didn't understand what it was like to be you, to go through the things that you were going through. So you kind of had to face all of this on your own. Some of you may have come close to dying quite a few times. Your body is in a state of where it may need to come down. Even if this happened several years ago, it's it's those emotions that trauma is still trapped in the fibers of your muscles, and I want to say your tendons, your fascia, is it's in the connective lining, of the covering of your muscles. Is trapped in there. You've had to make a lot of quick decisions, and you kind of need to make one now. But when I say quick decisions, I don't mean rush right now, today. I do mean that you need to do this within the next 2 weeks. You need to decide what you're going to do about your health and be more proactive in becoming a healthier person. That's going to be different for each person. What does health look like to you? I'm being, as a side note, somebody's physical body is kind of whispering to me, tell them not to Google too much. Sometimes, like, you can go on Google and, like, research something, and before you know it, you feel like you're knocking on death's door. Somebody doesn't need to Google so much. It's very good to do research. You need to do that, but you don't need to do it to the point where you think you have everything in the book. Some of you need to reach out for help. I want to say that came out in my last reading. There may be someone who is suffering from some type of addiction. You may need to go and get help. And there's also, I'm tapping into somebody who kind of needs a support group, maybe somebody to work out with, somebody to go on a walk with. Um, Something about, for some of you, if this isn't for, excuse me, if this isn't for you, then it's not for you. But some of you may need to get a gym membership and kind of go and be around other people who are looking at things the same way you do, or it's not even really a gym membership. It's a support group of some kind. Yeah, yeah. Part of the problem that is trapped within your body is the loneliness. Because whatever it is that you're going through it by yourself, or you feel like you are. Even if you're not, you feel like you are. Um, for some of you, this isn't just physical muscles, organs, um, whatever, bones, whatever. It's not just physical, it's also emotional. Your heart is also broken, or it's been I'm seeing somebody's heart almost dipped in black. um Emotionally speaking, some of you have, you gave something your best shot. And this is in terms of romance, but it's also in terms of building your dreams. I'm seeing two different things. And it's like you've tried really hard to make things work, whatever that is. And because it didn't work, you gathered a lot of disappointment within your heart chakra, as well as your solar plexus. And of course, the heart chakra is, kind of where the heart is, or right in the middle of the chest. But for those of you who don't know, the solar plexus is like below the breastbone and above the navel, and it has something to do with your confidence, the way you show up in the world, your personality. um, and but anyway, those two chakras are kind of holding on to some kind of disappointment, and it's creating digestion and gut issues, as well as you're kind of closed off from letting other people in, and so that is kind of damaging to you as a person, because you're not able to have healthy relationships. And as humans, we kind of need each other. We're social beings. Even the antisocial ones, we're social beings. We kind of need each other. um, a lot of you, the people around you aren't telling you the truth. That's a side note. The people around you, they're, I don't know who this is for, and please take an account of your life, and don't, go up and cuss anybody out because you think I'm talking about you. Analyze your life. You know, just make sure that you know what's going on within yourself. But there's a lot of people around you who aren't telling you the truth about something. Or this could be you aren't telling your family the truth about what's going on with you. You aren't telling your friends, you aren't telling your spouse, your significant other that you're suffering right now. This is really coming from an ego base. This is coming from you thinking that you have to carry things on your own, or either it's coming from a trauma space where you have often had to carry things on your own in the past. And so you carry these things within your body and you don't even realize that you're carrying it on your own, or you don't even realize that you can tell other people about it because like you're just not used to doing it, so you just kind of shut all that down. It's like it's not an option for you. For some of you, it doesn't even cross your mind. For some of you, it's not that you need to tell your family member, spouse, or the people who are close to you in a personal sense. Some of you need to reach out and go and see a therapist or go and see a doctor, okay? If you feel like that's for you, then do it. If you feel like it's not, then don't. No pressure. I'm not a doctor. But for some of you, you do need to see an actual therapist because your family members, your spouse, they're not going to be able to help you. This is going to require something a little bit, this is going to, this is going to require a trained professional, okay? You've got to change, You've got to stop thinking about aging like a trap. You've got to stop thinking of your body like it's a trap. And I'm going to speak to, directly the children of light right here. Those star beings, those star seeds, those light workers, those earth angels. It is, you often feel like you are trapped within this human body. It's just too constricted for you. You cannot be your most brilliant self within this flesh. For what is a man but a star bound to a body? Um, but you've got to stop looking at it like that. You've got to care for the vase that you're in. That's how it's coming out. You got to care for this shell because if you don't, you won't be able to experience the fullness of life because you're going to be sick. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be sore, whatever the case may be. Um, your body is not a trap, it's a tool. It's the thing that you can use to live, to be your most authentic self, to shine your light the way that you need to do whatever it is that you're meant to do on this earth. You've got to take care of that casing that you're in. It's not a trap. Um, there's a lot of there's a lot of conflicting, I don't know if it's thoughts or feelings or needs. It's like your brain needs one thing, your heart needs another, your stomach needs something totally different. Your reproductive organs need, God knows what. um, your feet need something, somebody's ankles or knees or something like that. It's like every part of your body, you've got to think about it in terms of dimensions. What does my mind need? Does my mind need rest right now? Do I need to take a few deep breaths right now? um, what does my third eye need? Do I need to tap into my intuition? What are my spirit guides trying to tell me? um, for some of you, it's something so simple as, do I need to clean my ears out? Some of you may be skipping that. I don't know why that's coming up. Um, for some of you, it's I need to take better care of my oral hygiene. What is going on with my throat chakra? What do I need to speak? What do I need to say? Do I need to sing? Um, some of you may need to tap into your heart of what heart of mine, what do you want to say? What can I do for you today? You need to think about the things that you're eating, the things that you're taking into your body and putting in your fire pit. Um, tap into your stomach. Is this something that you want to eat? Some of us, you can't eat, tomato sauce or something anymore. You can't eat like you did when you were younger, or it's something that you were never able to eat, but you want it really bad. there's something about finding a balance or finding something that works for you, and it's going to be different for each person. So I can't really tell you what that is. I'm just tapping into it because it's something that your body wants to say. I'm seeing two things here. And it's kind of like a two-way street. Excuse me. Um, it took some work to get you into this mess, and it's going to take some work to get you out. That's how it's coming out. I don't want to over explain it. One thing that you may have to embrace is not knowing where to start, not knowing how you're going to continue the healing journey, and not knowing how it's going to end up. You can plan, you can strategize, and for some of you that's a good thing. For some of you it's you're a good planner, and once you get the plan down packed, then you're good to go. But for others of you, you don't know. You don't know how long you're going to be able to keep up this healing. Some of you are bad with taking medication. If your healing includes taking medication, you don't know how you're going to remember or want to continue to take your medication. For some of you, you'll start a diet or start an exercise routine, and then after a few weeks, you lose momentum, and you don't know if you can continue to do what you need to do to heal, to get better. And you're being asked, your body is asking you to just start. It's like that. It's like your body is saying, if not now, then when? Um, I'm really hearing that Beyonce song, like Love on Top. It's like your body is like, when are you gonna put my love on top? When are you gonna care about me? It's your body is actually for some of you, not all of you. Okay, two things. For some of you, your body is crying for that attention, for you to care for it, for you to nurture it, for you to stop pushing stuff under the radar. Um, this even includes fear. Some of you won't allow yourself to be afraid, and it's taking a toll on your body. And then that there was a second message that came out, and I forgot what it was. I'm so sorry. Oh, yes. Some of you don't want to hear that your body is actually crying. That's a trigger word for you. Crying? Who? Not me. Your body actually needs to cry. There are parts of you that it's there are parts of you that is actually weeping. And just a few moments ago, we were talking about how your body is in zones, like your brain, your head, your eyes, your ears, your neck. These are all segments. Your shoulders, your spine, your hips, your knees, ankles, toes, whatever. Um, there's some part of your body that is weeping, and you don't want to hear that because to you, weeping may mean fragile, may mean feminine, may mean weak. Um, and your body is kind of needing to be weak. And you need to step in and be there for whatever part of your body that this is that needs to cry. I'm hearing somebody say, I almost can't take it anymore. I don't know what that's in reference to. Some of you have gotten a lot of energies transplanted into you through sex. Um, I'm seeing a lot of different things, so I won't go into exactly what it is that I'm seeing. It's too broad. And it's for too many people. But some of you need to do some sex cleansing, some energy cleansing, because you're tied to a bunch of people energetically through your sexual organs. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm just gonna have to leave it like it is. I don't want to read too much into it. Remember that this is a general reading. Your body is saying we can do this, but you actually have to want to. With all things, you actually have to want to. It's not gonna, health isn't going to happen by chance. Um, I do want to give some tips on how to reconnect with your body. And I know you guys, if you are returning to my channel, then I know that you're tired of hearing me say it, but I will continue to say it. One way that you can connect with your body is by deep breathing, taking the time to take deep breaths. That breath it's almost like the fastest way to reset your nervous system. It is going to reconnect you to your mind. Your mind is going to reconnect you to your body. Your body will reconnect you to your spirit. So that's one way that you can reconnect, is by taking deep breaths. Another is by throughout the day, when you can, or when you're getting ready to lay down and go to sleep, maybe place your hands or hover your hands on whatever spot that you're called to. Try to get really silent, take your deep breaths, and just ask it, what would you like to say? And listen. Now, it may take a few times of you doing that, especially if you're not used to tapping in. You've kind of ignored your intuition, you've ignored your body, and it may take some time for you to kind of tap in, and your body needs to redevelop trust with you. It's gonna have to want to talk to you again. And I feel like for some of you, your body is kind of mad because they've been kind of pushed on the back burner for a while. So for some of you, it may take a while for your body to respond to the question, but you need to start. Your body is asking you to start. It's like, I'm hearing from somebody, you can go and enter a relationship with anybody on the street, but you can't foster a working relationship with me. That's what your body is saying. Your body is saying that to you. You can go out and you can be with other people, but you can't be with me. Be alone with me, and I am yours. That's that was specific. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna tap too much into it. Um, those of you who are new to my channel, I am a master Reiki practitioner, and I do 100% believe that Reiki works. Will it cure all your ails? Is it a miracle something? No, I can't say that. I can't say that, because some things, they're just meant to happen. I do believe that, or at least I'm still working on my ideology around that. I mean, surrounding that. I say around it. Surrounding that. But I do believe that Reiki helps. And you can just type it in on YouTube: Reiki for body cleansing, Reiki for energy cleansing, Reiki for sexual healing, Reiki for the mind and body, something of that nature. Whatever you feel called to research, just do it. Just start somewhere. Um, is there anything else? For some of you, I'm tapping into somebody who feels like they have to go through a god or a deity in order to contact your body. And this is in no way trying to downplay religion or anything like that. But I do want to say that you don't have to go through God to get to your body. He gave you the body. You don't have to go through any type of deity to connect with your body. Like, you are it. You know, you're connected, you're one already. You just have to kind of tap back into it and learn how to listen to your body and foster a working relationship with the shell that you're in. I guess I'm gonna have to leave it there. Thank you for tuning in, and follow your own star.